Cool. We are live. All right, let's go, Mr. Rose. I have it recording on YouTube. So, if we did $422,000 this spring, which we did, right, that means for the summer we have to sell $800,000, right? Does that math check out? So if we make it to 800, then the thing we have to ask is, well, how do we do that? We can think, let's double it, but we have the same amount of weeks. We want double the weeks. So I think all very smart people, you can assume that some of the weeks spent are going to be your weeks. So the more. And how do we do that when we do that? And that is our summer sales season. So the fun thing, and how it works, I told you guys in training, that was going to make sure we were successful. Right? I told you guys that we're going to make sure that you had great skills and that you guys got out of this experience what you want out of this experience. Right? The reality is in the summer I can go a lot quicker because mainly you have more time as students. And for that, we have more time to get as managers as well. So we put together some great events that happen every few weeks. Right? We have summer conferences where we make sure that you learn a lot, one, but also that we go in and we sell a lot, two, and that's what we make up that difference. Because my big thing is I want to make sure Sandra gets the experience that she wants in summer in public speaking. She can get her internship. I'm going to make sure she gets that. Right? I'm going to make sure that Jeremy saves up whatever $3,500 that you told me needed for that wicked like pharmacy that you make sure that happens. Right? We're gonna make sure that you get what you want because I promised you I would. So how do we actually do it? We make sure that we bring great content, great learning, and I want to make sure there's a great opportunity to sell up to that. Right? Because that's where we make your paycheck. So whatever you want, we're gonna make sure you get. Right? And there are 3 major events for you guys are here now in May. We're gonna have some new people come in June. I want to make sure that they're opportunity too. Right? So 3 major events. We have 1 in June, 1 in July, 1 in August. Summer conference 1, summer conference 2, right? So each of those events happens on a single day, so they're overnight. And the 2 weeks prior, we're going to make sure that we have a push conference. Push conference where we can sell some ads. And on those weeks, right, because Jeremy, you can sell like 10K this week, and you're going to get an awesome paycheck and awesome high five from Cody, right? But sell 10K and push week, you're going to get an awesome paycheck, awesome high five. Also, you get awesome recognition on stage for the vision, awesome like treatment, awesome like all-inclusive meal, awesome prize stuff, chance to win the ATV, right? Awesome trophies, usually. So what I want you guys to have fun with, one is that opportunity to learn, and then also the opportunity to learn as well. So make sure that we stack these events, the very best events, all our students are going to do that, all our students are going to do. So remember, the conference is 1 day. 2 weeks prior, we have the golf period. Every single rep on the team, training rookie, that are whatever, all famous, they're all going to come and they're all going to sell. Right? Jonathan, James, should guys have been with me for 7, 8, 9 years. They get the weeks the way I see one of that position from me in January. Because we all go out and sell. Here's the trophies. In addition to us, that being big money, we do like to deal with so we have to make sure we're that. So if you guys are new, right? I don't know if you do something. You want to support me, you support me, right? bring something in, we will. But whatever you want, we're going to get you there too. And we get to the team, and we get to go to the gas and conference as well. So the conference day, 2 weeks prior to the push period, and then what push period is the handlers game. Those division meetings kick off the push, and at each of those division meetings, you're going to get to learn. I pick the for you. I usually create speakers, bring content, and you get ready to go have some fun. And really, that's the big secret. That's the big goal. We make really, really great salespeople, and I make sure you're really great salespeople as well. But how do we do it? Well, we just spend some extra time on that. Right? The practice. We're going to spend that extra time. So I'll just think of you as a one, two, and and really, and save it back on your phone so you have more data. Right? And if you really have a conflict, let me know what you get. But just for now, know that this one you're all over it. And for some of you guys, you're going to be getting a push for me. Absolutely. Down where I need to ask you I think right now, maybe more. But just so that we might get a little something. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, awesome. Gordon, go. It's still recording, so let's see what your New Year's season.
Cool. So do you want me to do team meeting or training?
Season. I thought about the season.
All right, cool. All right. All right, cool stuff. So this is, I'm going to do it for training. Usually I do this at the very beginning, right after I've introduced key players in my office and division, and usually last person I intro, athlete, and go through the bio. And a couple minutes into the opening comments is the part where you talk about why right now is the best time to start. Right? And this is where you plug in the best. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, whatever. All right, y'all. Right now, I gotta say, right now is the absolute best time to start. I don't know if you saw on the wall over there all the events that we have going down so far, but I just want to mention these real quick because I don't think it's good enough love. You might have remembered me mentioning this in the interview earlier this week, but who here is familiar with the concept of the preseason? Right? So show of hands. Any like athletes and stuff in here? Okay, cool. So while football is doing 2 days and basketball is doing suicides and cheerleaders do whatever they do in the preseason, right? We're building up for our conferences, and it all starts. We're actually in the middle of one right now. All right, say ooh, say ah. Yeah, we're in the middle of one right now. And you're in the middle of one too. Say ooh, say ah. All right, I'll introduce the concept of the push. Push is where you persist until something happens. Okay, and there's a bunch of different types. The first one that you get to experience is your fast start. Say fast start. The fast start's the very first one, and that starts at the end of tomorrow. All right, once day 2 is over. Right, but in the meantime, everyone else is in a different push. Right, we have our AM push right now for our season opener. And we're in the middle of one, and it ends on the 29th. This is where you get to see the assistant managers in the division go after some big numbers. Right, why do they go after big numbers? So they can kick off the summer, so they can open the season, obviously. And so they can get on Miss Kristen's radar. Really important. I'll explain more on that later. And you get to watch. Well, of course, you get to participate. So that's the first thing, right? But then once the season opens, right, what do we go into? Footballers, can y'all tell me? What do we do? Preseason. All right? No, we're in preseason now. Oh, okay, wait. Right? But yeah, what's regular season, aka, everyone say playoffs. Yeah, we go into playoffs, just like it says on the poster over there. So we go into playoffs. That kicks off on June 10th, all right? Say 3 weeks. All right, 3 weeks from now. And this is the first chance where you get to participate in this push. Now, here's the cool thing. What's the first one that you're doing? What's the first push you're doing? Yeah, you're faster. When's it start? Tomorrow. I won't say tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. So you're going to have your first emergence, and then you get to try again. So when you do really well for your fast start, you get to go bigger this time. If you do an okay fast start, you get to redeem yourself in SC1. All right? Why is this important? Again, getting on Kathy's radar. I'll explain what this is later. You have until from June 10th to June 27th, say 17 days. All right? This is like almost double what your fast start is, okay? Who here would be excited about doubling their sales in their fast start? You're liars. You haven't even done it yet. Doesn't matter, right? We'll get there. So June 27th ends, and that's playoffs. But of course, playoffs really builds up into what? What do we do every year in February for football? Super Bowl. All right, say football. Football. All right, football. Yeah, exactly. So they make like home runs and stuff because obviously I play sports. So for the Super Bowl, that starts this upcoming July. Right? July 15th to August 3rd. Say August 3rd. All right, say 17 days. All right, this is where you get to prove yourself. So right now, you get to watch. SC1, Summer Conference 1, you get to try. SC2, you get to crush it. Say crush it. That's where you actually get to go out and do it. Now, here's the cool thing. You have 17 days. You've already had a chance to do this. And there will be some new guys that show up, as the summer rolls around. But you right now have the most time to build up for this, okay? You're going to see some crazy numbers. You're going to see our Cutco sales professionals and field sales managers going after $20, $30, even $40,000, $50,000. All right? Guess how much they make? Say 50%. All right, there are people clearing $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in cash in 2 weeks, all right, in this business during that 2-week period. And you will have a chance to go right alongside them. If you work really hard, who knows? Well, you'd have to sell 150 grand between now and SC2. So if you do it, great, you'll get a high five from me. But you get to work right alongside them. And after that, guess what Kathy goes out and does? Right? Say, I'm proud. All right, well, I don't want to say that in front of her. Right? On the proud, yeah. So she goes, and that's when she starts to hunt. What is she hunting for? Our management candidates. Right? So between SC2 and our Pro Bowl, she's looking for our next round of management candidates. All right, who here would be excited about getting first-hand management experience at a young age? Show of hands. Show of hands. Any business major? It doesn't matter what major you are. You should all be raising your hand. So that's where she goes out and sees who would want to apply for that. But you know how she can really tell someone's commitment level? Ask me how, Jacob. Say how, Jacob. How, Jacob. Cool. That's the final push in Pro Bowl. It's only a week long, right before you go back out to school. This is where you get to make one last fat stack of cash before you leave. And the ones who participate in this, it can balance school, ramping up for school and doing the job, okay, are the ones that really stand out on Kathy's radar. Those are the ones that she's the most excited to see in our Leadership Academy throughout the fall and spring. So if you're wanting to lock down one of those positions, right, if you want to have that experience to be able to put something like that on your resume, guess when it starts? Say now. Yeah. Yes, it does, right? Not only that, but you also get to meet a bunch of other people from Cutco across the division, across the state of Texas, and pretty cool. Pretty cool. So more on this later. You can see what our team is wanting to go after for each and every single one. And you'll be in there somewhere if you let yourself, all right? And then continue on from there.
Cool. Give me a round of applause. All right. Jordan, do you want to do yours? Or are you cool with me just going? Do you want to do yours? Okay. Yeah, that would be awesome. Can we grab anybody else over there? I'd like for you guys, by the way, this is what you guys want to take notes on. And I will say great job to Cody, great job to Gordon. A couple of things that I want to make sure we're careful with before I do mine is I don't like to say like 17 days because someone's brain can round that up and sound like forever or almost a whole month or 3 weeks, whatever. I just think hey, for 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, because even the first one, it's really 2 weeks. It's from Tuesday to Wednesday. So it's like 2 weeks that we compete. And then the second one is 2.5. But I'm going to do this live for you guys. Also, you guys have to vote on who won the hug. Cody or Gordon? Cody, raise your hand. Gordon, raise your hand. You have to vote for one. Who votes Cody? Vote for Cody. Who's presenting? Who's would you like better? Cody, raise your hand. All right. Gordon's, raise your hand. It looks like Gordon's. It was like pretty even. I'll give you both a hug. All right. Here's what I want to be careful. The couple things with Gordon I do want to be careful though is you don't want to say after when you try and then you crush it. You'll see how I do it, but think about sports. If you don't win the playoffs, do you even go to the next step? No. So it's all out for each thing. So I'm gonna do this for you guys. And then one thing that I love that he talked about, and I'm gonna tell you how to phrase it so that it's to me best lined up, is it's when she goes on the hunt for our leadership, our next leadership team, and specifically is looking for the people for our management internships who can help really build the division. So I would say she's looking for our leadership team, and those are, our CSPs, our future Cutco sales professionals, and digital managers. All right, so let me tell you guys. All right, we're gonna roll. So you guys, welcome to trainer or whatever. So you guys are starting at the best time. I'm like, for those who haven't seen our season closer right now, and if you didn't hear in the interview, we actually just kicked off season. Who here's ever played sports? All right, cool. So you guys know football season. When is that? In the fall, right? Soccer season typically in the fall, which is the spring. There's different seasons. So our season, just like football's in the fall, our season is actually in the summer. So the season opener was on May 15th, and right now we're in the middle of that. And on May 29th, we'll get together to celebrate kind of like the opening, like for 2 weeks, everyone's just competing for our opening, and we'll get together to prepare because basically everything right now is getting us ready for playoffs. Cool? Playoffs kicks off on June 10th. And in our office, our goal is to have over 30 people on our starting lineup, all right? And this is a group that I work with every single morning for 2 weeks. We meet every day, and I pour into these guys. These are always our biggest earners. These are our guys who end up getting future opportunities and growth. And so for anyone who's here who's excited about advancement or earning a lot of money, or whatever it is you want, that's the group. They're always our highest performers. So if you're interested in possibly interviewing to be a part of that lineup, let us know. I know on June 4th, we're actually having a huge boot camp to get our starting lineup ready so we can go out, and our goal is to be #1 in the nation. Because our goal for the whole summer is to take #1. So our first thing, it's all about the playoffs. We got to dominate. So we're putting that crew together over the next couple of weeks. Super excited to add you guys to the team and excited to see who from this group rises up to be a part of that starting lineup. Then we have our closing ceremonies, which will be in Clear Lake at the Hilton on the Lake. Will be on the 27th. So there's an awards ceremony. All the top people are recognized. And one of the coolest things is that even our newer guys get to connect and meet some of the best Cutco sales professionals who are not just the best across the division, but are also some of the best nationally. We have some of the best performers nationwide right here in the Gold Coast. July 15th, a month later, we have our Super Bowl. Cool? So again, we'll be rallying a group of people. Our goal is to have 50 people this year from our office that are part of the starting lineup for this. And this group will meet here every day. Last year we had 36. And we went after, we were #1 in Southwest region. We were not #1 nationwide. We're going for #1 nationally this year. It's going to take a crew, that's for sure. We're super excited. And this, guys, for 2.5 weeks, we go hard all across the nation. And the closing ceremonies will actually be just north of Austin in Georgetown. And so those who are invited to that event will get the opportunity to go and meet. And basically, we're kind of dividing it by conference. So there'll be like 6 different divisions from the south part around Texas and Oklahoma and different areas that'll come together. And so get a chance, again, the best of the best. There's a big dinner, Fogo de Chao, there's a day on the lake, and just some cool things, which beyond the rewards of it is incredible for networking. We're just excited about just connecting with really great people. You never know who you meet that you might do future business with. You never know what opportunities, what doors are open. And any time that you can get yourself around people who are excelling at a really high level, you want to. I pay a lot of money to be in masterminds. I travel all over the nation to meet people who are incredible in their industries. And in this industry, you have them accessible to you at these events here. And so if I'm you, I would be putting these into your calendar. Like those of you who really want to rock this summer, I would make sure to clear these dates. You have pre-made vacations. I would say if there's any way to move anything around, maybe your family was leaving on the 26th on vacation, you'd be like, Mom, could we leave on the 28th? Or could I meet you guys on the 28th? Because it's that worth it for you guys, for your business, and for your future, if you really want to take advantage of this. As many of you know, there's a lot of internships and things available. We'll talk about that later. But a lot of it, we always look at the top performers at these events, all right? So try to clear up as much as you can for the playoffs for those 2 weeks and for these 2.5 weeks. They're our biggest weeks of the year. And I'll be talking individually to people who are really excited about being top performers. So, and then I keep going. All right, but that is how it's promoted. And now individually, I'm going to target people. And even when we're in their PCs on the first day of training, some of the sharp kids are like, hey, by the way, how are you looking? Are you gone some of these days? And you're like, oh no, I'm like, oh, I have a trip to Europe here. I already have people moving stuff around, checking to see if they can move a flight. Like I'm always trying to clear up my guys. And after their fast start, or if they're going hard for the fast start, if you're someone, by the way, I'd really love to have an starting lineup. So I said, let's see what you do, or you seem like someone, excuse me, that's what I said. Like you seem like someone that I might want to have in a starting lineup. Like I'm going to coach you this week and I'm going to work with you to see how you do. I go, you do the right things this week, you're definitely someone that I want to spend extra time with. And they know because I taught them in training. The people I work with a select group of people, and those that I work with are always going to treat high standards. You know, you guys can also in your office too. Like I don't have time to spend with every person because I have other office responsibilities. So I do most of my coaching settings, so meetings, workshops. You know, most of them group settings. There's not a lot of people I take on one-on-one, but those who really want to take it to the top and really get the most out of their summer, and they're serious about it. They don't just say it, but they actually wake up early and work hard. I will play. So for me, it starts with evaluating people in their fast start, and then if I can see that you're someone that can really commit yourself to success, I go from there. I'll select the people that I want to work with for that starting lineup because I will go above and beyond for those guys to make sure that they're successful. So they want to stand out. They want to be impressive. All right. So it's real simple. And again, at a team meeting, I'm like, all right, guys. I'm like, here's how this went last year. As you guys know, and for those who are new, I know you guys know from training, we are in season. So excited. Here's where we're at so far towards our goal for here. We're walking through guys. We're 2 weeks away from putting together the starting lineup. We're 3 weeks away from kicking off the playoffs. Like, so exciting, so crazy. It's coming so fast. I can't even believe it. I know some of you I've spoken to individually that I'm super excited about you guys being part of the starting lineup. If you know right now you're sitting there going, wait, I think I want to be a part of that, and I haven't spoken to you, please make sure to come to me and say, hey, Kat, can I talk to you about the starting lineup? Because if you want to maximize your summer financially, scholarship-wise, experience-wise, advancement-wise, whatever it is that you want, the top performers, they always come from our lineups. Our events team, our future leaders, they always come from that starting lineup. So if you're thinking to yourself, man, I really do want to bank the summer or do this or that, make sure to talk to us because that group is going to get the extra attention and extra coaching. It's going to help them get to those levels. So again, not an obligation, but an invitation for any of you who want to excel at a high level. Just make sure you let me know. All right. And by the way, you will have people that say, and then others, I follow up with them. Anyone that I want to work with, I go, hey, Jeremy, I don't know if you're thinking at all about the alliance or not, but if you're someone I can really speak about it. Have you thought about that at all? Like, hey, let's get your basics down this week. Let's get a good rhythm. Like, and make sure you're working with them and doing their PCs. Like, if you're someone that I think would do a really good job, I want to make sure you get your basics down and go through. And I'll be talking to Mrs. Kristen. We're really going to have 10 people from our office here in spring representing in the starting lineup for GCK. And I think you'd be one of those 10. All right, and so you guys want to start planting those seeds of like, hey, I don't know if you thought at all about being part of that starting lineup. You're someone that seems like someone that could be a good fit for that. So, let me know that's something that you want. I'll be working with you. I'll be coaching you these next weeks. But I'm just kind of scouting right now to see who's going to represent for our office on the GCK Alliance, on the GCK starting lineup. All All right, so that's how you guys want to be talking about it, is the GCK starting lineup. GCK is going for #1. We want to break the record, take the national title. We're in contention to win a national title this year. And it's going to be, by the way, what's going to make it or break it is all how we crush this season. And it's us being focused as a team these next few weeks and making sure that each of you guys in your offices is really being focused on getting, can you have 5 on the alliance? Cool, all new offices, can you get 5 on your alliance when 3 weeks from now starts? Could you have 2 to 5 that are here at that 4th meeting? You can have 2 to 5. Again, have a target for yourself and be having those conversations. And some of you might be laughing at 2 or 3 people and you're like, psh, I'm at like 10. Great, go out and recruit. But I'd like everyone to really be focused on having 5 conversations. And then you get 2 or 3 locked in to be here on June 4th. Sounds good? All right. So great job with that, you guys. All right. Awesome, you guys. So real quick, takeaways from me doing it, things you notice, because it's real simple, but it's a promotion that you want to make sure that, and people get it. Why do you feel how I promote season? Like people get it. Because by the way, for 12 years, people have, or 11 years, since 2008, people have moved around, moved vacations. Oh no, I wouldn't part of starting lineup. They move things to be a part of this because I work with a lot of athletes. I work with a lot of, why do you think, because of how it's promoted, there's people that move stuff around and why we have such big SC1 and SC2 pushes? I'd love to hear, especially from the new guys. Why do you guys think from hearing that? Go ahead, Dave. You can say that too. Cool. Yep. What else? Yeah. What else?
I like structuring the entire nation thing.
And everyone can say that, because you could say, our goal is to do this to help PCK be #1 in the nation. So even if you're like, well, my office is probably not going to be #1 in the nation, your office is part of a division that's going for #1. And it's going to take every single office hitting their goals, whether your goal is 35 recruits or your goal is 100 recruits, over the next month. It's every single office hitting their goal. In our division, that's what's going to have that national, that's what's going to bring them the national title. Cool? And so if you're like, well, I'm going to do 35, I'm going to do 100. Like every single number matters. I added up all your numbers. I went around and got most of your numbers. Some of you I don't have it yet, but our numbers show 1,400 people watching our division. All right. That, by the way, that's exciting. That's very exciting. And that makes some really big moves. So by the way, every single number matters towards that. And with that, it shows that we would ship $3 to $4 million based on PPR with those recruits. Okay. Why else do you feel over the past decade our office has always dominated with SC1 and SC2 pushes? We always, by the way, guys, you can look at my alliances for a decade, and there's 20 to 30 plus people in the mornings every single day in our office for those weeks. Why do you think that we are able to put that group together during my promotion? Go ahead, Jeremy. Yeah, 100%. It's always, these are our top earners, these are our top performers, these are the ones that advance, these are the ones that are in the best positions. And hey, if you're interested in being one of those people, make sure to let us know. So I'm saying what it is, and guess what? All those sharp kids go, oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Okay, yeah, I need help. So they sell themselves. I don't have to be like, oh, you should be, like some are like, oh, I don't really want to work. And those guys are like, dude, 2 weeks. And one-on-one, I need you. I'm like, you're someone, I'm going to be that crazy coach recruiter who's like, come to your house, meet with your parents, and be like, I want you on our team I'm like, we need you. I'm like, you're freaking stuck, you know, and I've had several of those through the years where I like put the hard press. We made him feel really good. And I'm like, you're freaking star. I'm like, don't be lazy for 2 weeks. I'm like, I promise you, you will grow, and I promise you'll earn several grand, and you won't be pissed about that. I was like, every morning's gonna suck. I know you hate mornings. I go, but it's 2 weeks of your freaking life. I was like, you can so do it. I go, and you will grow. I go, and I know how much this will benefit you personally and professionally in the future. That's why I don't feel bad asking you for 2 weeks to get your ass up early. I'm like, think about it. I know it's not for everyone. I'm like, but dude, I want you on our team. I have that conversation separately. Last year, I had that with one of our guys. What's his name? Recommended you. Yeah, lazy AF. Mr. And I had that comment. I'm like, dude, and he's like, I don't wake up till 1. I'm like, I know. I'm like, it's 2 weeks, dude. And we gave him the hard press, but then also back to him, like, you don't want to do it, don't do it. I'm like, but it's 2 weeks, just think about it. He's like, I'll think about it. You know, and he came every week. I'm here. But he's doing stuff, and he recommended Charlie, and you know, like he still was a team player, he was all the way to the end. He was at the CFC celebration. So anyway, like that's like if you see someone, you're like, I want this person here. It's okay to have that combo. It's not with everyone. I had one person last year, but typically a lot of your top guys are in. You know, they want to do it. But even if they didn't ask you, I say, hey, I'd love to interview you for a live team. Oh yeah, even if they didn't bring it up to you. He was the only one who was like, I don't know about that. And I was like, we're talking. And I chatted with him about that. So any other comments, takeaways from this section?
Like they probably talked about this back in September, but it's a long time and you have lots of input since then. But whenever we're doing stuff like learning scripts today, it is completely and totally okay. And what we need to do is just go to the side, right? And me, Cody, to this day, literally last week, I do this all the time. I have a new concept for the CSP team. I will call and I tend to over-explain it. Not to be like, hey, Chad, thanks. Just so you know, you're the first one I'm explaining this to, so thank you for taking time. Sorry if I'm rambling, but just practicing guidance. Thank you. I just let them know that. It's my first time trying to get this explained. I do that to this day. No big deal. It sucks, okay. But then I get it down here. I thought that was okay. Why did I say that? Say that. Adjust it. The next person. The next one. Okay, I'm still practicing this. You're the second person I'm telling this to, but I'm really excited. Yeah, it still kind of sucks. Don't be mad at me. If I talk too long, I'm sorry again, but here we go. Yeah. Awesome job. This is broken. I do the CSP. This literally last week. Yeah. So you should, but don't be scared. It's like, oh, but I have to write.
Yep, that's so huge. Just take action. Any other things? We have one last exercise, and then we're cooking burgers, hot dogs, and some chicken breasts. So the grill's getting started right now. But we have one last thing, and then we're going to break. So I'm moving the agenda around. We're going to do a little bit later. That's okay. We need to do this again today. Agenda, you guys knew it said in the agenda 1 o'clock till done. No, it said till done. If you look at all your stuff, I sent you March 23rd last week till done. But anyway, we are going to switch gears. All right. Any other things? Was that helpful for you guys? We want to make sure we're promoting season. And as we saw when we started that exercise, not very good, everyone. They're not knowing what to say. So I really wanted to make sure we all talk about it. Just like, hey, you play, sports, football's in fall. Cool, this is our season. So season opener just happened. We have playoffs next month. We have Super Bowl a month after that. Oh, and I didn't say Pro Bowl. And then the best of the best go to Pro Bowl, and that's invite only. That's our leadership summit. And so those are our guys who go through for the next year. So I didn't talk about that. I totally stopped in the middle of stuff, explaining things. But then that's the last thing I say. And then the best of the best go to the Pro Bowl. That's invite only. And those are those who are selected for possible future leadership opportunities with our company, whether that might be in management or sales. So that's what I say with that. Cool? Go ahead.
Who here started